Daddy. Dream Daddy. So what's up, everybody? My name is Productions-CSP, and welcome back to Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. I cannot get enough of this game. I'm gonna be completely real with y'all. I cannot get enough of it. I absolutely adore this game, and I want to keep playing it. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna start playing other games again, but this is just kind of the one for now. I think if I could ever get Trace to download it, I would want us to play Overcooked 2 together. Because I kind of like that game, I just don't think it's good to play alone. I think that's a game I have to play with other people. But, that said, let's get right into the dads. I think it was on COOKOUT. Also, I've turned the game volume up just a little bit, so hopefully we should be able to hear the music and everything now. It's taken me 2 episodes to try to figure out how to get this audio setting right, and I hope that I have it right. But either way, I also put my light on the correct side of my face, which means you can see me now. It's great. I think I'm going to try to go back to my dual monitor setup. Like, my TV is over here, and so I could, like, have all of my OBS going on that screen, and then I can have the game going over here, just so I can, like, make sure everything's going okay, so that way I don't have to open the window while I'm recording. But that's not what we're talking about today. What we're talking about is Dream Daddy, and I am sleeping. Hold on. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. God, this is me. This was me this morning. You have never, ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda's much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and 1 desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? Excited to beef up my grilling skills. If there's food, I'm excited. See, here's the problem with these options. I'm all 3 of these. Because I don't like social interaction much unless it's like a very close-knit group of friends. I'm always excited about food, but I'm always also excited to cook for people. However, the dad answer is to beef up my grilling skills, so I'm going to pick that. I'll see this as a learning opportunity. If I can snake some hot grill tips, I think we can consider it a success. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. As if that's not my strategy at every party I've went to. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early. Just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. That part's not true. I'm a great cook. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down at the table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome! I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. I don't remember the voice I gave this guy. This is just what I'm going with. I'm also judging by the laugh. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. Oh. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here? Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to. Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Dalton, and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to, meet you, Mary. For the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy now to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs, Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have to make friends.
Aww.
Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad. Dad. They're going to talk about weather. This is me. This is so fucking me. Go. Do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around at the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second. All of these people live in our cul-de-sac? This can't be right. I better investigate. Talk to Robert and Brian, talk to Matt, Hugo, and Craig, talk to Joseph and Damien. Burger time. Well, I guess I can do all of these because burger time is clearly the cop-out option. So I'm going to go to Matt, Hugo, and Craig. Oh god, all of their voices just played at the same time. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. It's River! Hello, River. I love babies. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and space. And to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to the postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Talk to Craig, listen in on Matt and Hugo. I don't know, I kind of want to... see, I don't know. Because I wanna kind of go on a Matt route, but I like Craig a lot. I'm gonna go for Matt. That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse, and then something by the Dutch masters, which one of you would say shows me... Which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I am so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. Haha, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Well, that's pretty subjective. Art is dead. I don't think there's any answer that gets me out here. Let's do this. Well, that's pretty subjective. How do you mean? Well, that painting of the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. Matisse rocks. That's a Magritte. Right. Art. Sorry. You're fine, dude. We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was that if you like Van Gogh or Picasso better.
Oh.
Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impression? I'm 12. I am a 12-year-old. I'm sorry. Thick, creamy impasto is... That's what killed me. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism? Man, that's all way above my head.
Oh.
Me too.
Oh.
It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that it looks at, and that's awesome. Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please.
Hey.
Sorry. I get really fired up about art stuff. Dalton, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly.
Hey.
Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you looked cute in it.
Oh.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head.
Hey.
Yes! I was wondering if it was going to actually be on the asset. Oh, I love that. Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope, but you're still slightly less uncool than what you were before you put it on.
Hey.
Hey, Dalton, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. Carmencita. Ooh. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda. You remember the cool barista from the coffee shop? And my old college friend? And, your teacher? Imagine figuring out your dad's secretly fucking your teacher. That'd be awful. That's later, though. We'll get to Hugo later. Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. Didn't realize we were neighbors.
Yes.
Why? Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper?
Dad.
Great seeing you. Amanda finger... I did it instinctively. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. You bet your damn ass. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Sweet Manchego.
Sweet Manchego is nuts. What are these voice files? Sweet Manchego. Okay, I've been doing Hugo's voice all wrong. Let me do this.
Whoa.
Ernest! Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking?
Oh.
Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually took a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Oh.
Man, I do not envy Hugo. Last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard, too. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Why does he look like Kenny? Why does he look like Kenny from South Park mixed with a member of the Gorillas? Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Dalton, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Ernest. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? Sure you were just dying to know. Yeah. Good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who played in my generation for the failing economy. Okay, that's relatable. Like, this kid's a bitch, but that's relatable. Ouch. Ernest! Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber.
Hey.
See, that right there. You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads?
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh!
I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point.
Oh.
As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways. Here's my thing. I hear this mentality a lot, and I don't quite understand it. It's like, it's this line between being a complete and utter douchebag of a parent and being best friends with your kid. You don't have to be best friends with your kid, but I'm 99% sure that your kid would like it if you treated them with the same respect that you would treat an adult. Like, I remember my parents used to not tell me anything. I remember that, like, I had a band performance, and it so happened to fall on the day of something that my parents were supposed to do, and they wanted to drag me with them. And I tried to tell them that I couldn't get out of it because I was in band, and that they had told me this incredibly last minute, and that wasn't okay. And so I eventually found a way to be able to go to the band performance and also work around this completely weird schedule that I had been given. So, yeah, long story short, if you treat your kids with the basic respect that you would treat, like, a coworker, while also treating them as your kid, I'm 99% sure that you and your kid could be, like, incredibly close and, like, have good conversations and be friends. Like, you're allowed to be friends with your child. You are. Being friends with your child is not a bad thing. Having your child not fucking hate you is not a bad thing. Some parents take pride in the fact that they abuse their children because of this fucking mentality. Of this, I'm gonna be authoritarian and I'm not going to be nice to my kid. Because people think that being nice to your kid is a bad thing and that it's going to make them spoiled. And it isn't. Like, I've been in the situation where I've been, like, on the receiving end of that. Like, that mentality of, I'm going to be mean to you because I've been told that my parenting is bad and that we are too close. And frankly, that's bullshit. Do not start being mean to your child because somebody's seeing you being, like, chill with your kid is a bad thing. As long as your kid is not out there, like, murdering people, then you've done at least a decent job as a parent. Your job as a parent is to teach us right from wrong, teach us some basic life skills, and make sure we survive for 18 years. And hell, if you've done even that, you've done more than a lot of parents have. The most that children ask is that you listen to us. Like, that's half the deal. That's really half the deal. I'm gonna be honest. Half the deal is just, we want you to listen to us. That's it. But either way, let's keep this going. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? See, here's the thing. You can still get along with your kids even after they turn 18. Granted, if you've done some fuck shit in the time that you've been parenting them, then yes, they're going to resent you and they're going to slowly distance from you. I still keep my family, my immediate family at, like, an arm's distance. And even of that, it's my mother. Like, I keep my mother at an arm's distance. Because my mother has done some sketchy things. Not, like, DCS sketchy. Like, but my mom is a Trump supporter. My mom threatened to kick me out of the house because I was bi. She grew up and she moved past all of it and she's a better person now because of it. Like, she accepts gay people. She accepts me. Like, she's still got some very problematic beliefs that I don't really agree with and that I wish that she would actually, like, kind of see something on. But Like, again, I'm in college right now. I am 20 years old, and I still love my mother completely fine. My stepdad and my sister are a completely different story. I still love my sister, but my sister has a few more problematic beliefs. And we don't talk about the other guy. So, my point is, as long as you're not a complete and utter douche, you will not lose contact with your kid. I promise you. If you were not a complete and utter douche during the upbringing, and you haven't done something like horribly sketchy before the upbringing part happened, you're completely fine. Like, you will not lose contact with your kid if you were not a shitty parent. If you were a shitty parent, then you deserve to lose contact with your kid. But if you were not a shitty parent, then you're not going to lose contact with your kid. I promise you. Anyway, don't let us eat up your time, Dalton. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. I'm gonna go to Robert now, because I just like Joseph and Damien the least. Like, these lads. I don't like Brian, just because, like, I don't know. I did like Brian for a little bit, but, like, the more that I've come to think about Brian, I'm like, nah, I don't like him. I like Robert. I like the dark, brooding, mysterious. I like Matt. I love me a music nerd. And I like Craig, simply because, like, Craig is just a very fun personality, and he's very caring. And granted, he's a gym rat, and I'm not a gym rat, but maybe, like, dating somebody who is one could encourage me to work out even a little. I'm thinking about this pragmatically. I'm not thinking about this, like, in terms of a game. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-upped by Brian, or whatever happened with Robert last night. That was last night. Oh no. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Dalton, how the heck are ya? Settling into the neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Dalton, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. Good seeing you. My voice is so fucking cracky today. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my recent camping trip. I spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It's good to see you talking your daughter out like that. Taking. Oh, it's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. Bet she loved it. And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside.
Well,
Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside, making art. She won a local competition for that art. Yep. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second.
Hey.
Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years. Not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change once you have kids. Wait, what happened last time?
Hey.
Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Hey! Okay, Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the back country. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They build him tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle when rope bridge snaps. You can see the bone popping out through the skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I gotta do fireman, carry 6 foot, 180-pound man over some toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you. There were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. But you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I guess that's camping for you. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. I know what I like about Robert now. Robert is fucking unhinged. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river and he lost a flip-flop. Missed that kid. Brian and I laughed nervously. That was fucking great. Screw both of you. Or am I kidding? Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Phew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us, laughing. Daisy's holding a paper plate in front of her like it's a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked the doors. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess. And then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure if I have the materials required to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert? Wait a second. Are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah. Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, such quality reality television. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That war documentaries.
Yeah.
Alright, Daisy. I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over there. Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire.
Yes.
Okay. But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend?
Hey.
Now you're getting it. Love this. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. Guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too. Kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required to by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continually hearing about all of Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. Alright. Half considering burger time just because I don't like Joseph or Damien. Here we go. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Gotham Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious. Can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter, it provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an interesting choice.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Dalton, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Gotham Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns a bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Gotham Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Gotham Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood.
What?
Hey Amanda, would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall into one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Bats are cool, though. Twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Yes. Pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? I have to get my voice down so low to try to do Joseph. And it's hard because just getting off of Robert, like I'm still cracking a little bit. Whoa now. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming.
Hey?
Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch, at your service. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to the... Is this bitch trying to rizz up my daughter? No, sir. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison? Hey. Won't you come play with us? God, fuck the Shining reference. Come play with us. Forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. They just do that to mess with people? Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. This is how I'm used to seeing her. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of the wine. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? There the fuck it is. She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth.
Give it a rest, buddy.
I have squeezed 4 little... Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary. Okay, jeez. I've only also just realized their names are Mary and Joseph because they're Christians. That's good. Dad, can we go now? Ah, Lucian, have I introduced you to Dalton yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Mr. Christensen? Oh no. They really went full ham on that joke. I'm coming right up, bud. Oh. Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian? Yep. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous-type people as bloodlappers. Dad.
Hey.
That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of tattoo peeks underneath his sleeve. Can't believe I didn't notice it before. Looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo?
Yes.
Yep. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine?
What?
What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. Lucian, no! My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian! We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. Just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though. That number carries weight. Man, Joseph is way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. That's the shit that I always wonder. I'm like, what kind of people are youth pastors before that? And like, sometimes they tell you, but it's in one of those, oh, I was a bad person before I was a youth pastor kind of deal. Like, you don't want to be like me. When sometimes they were just really chill. Like, it sucks that people are like that. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen.
Oh.
You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after the other, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. I will say, half the reason I don't like Joseph is because of his kids. That said, I don't know Joseph's backstory, but if I were to go the Joseph route, it would definitely be because I want to learn that backstory. But I think I'm going to commit to the Matt, just because, like, as soon as it gives me the option to commit to one dad, I'm going to commit to Matt, and then maybe I'll reload my save and then commit to, like, another one, just like, I'll cross the bridge when I get to it. But I think there's a point in the game where I get the chance to commit to one person, and I think it's going to be Matt. Because I want to go with the music guy first, because fucking sue me.
Oh.
You probably didn't know this, Dalton, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrill-leavable.
Hey.
I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up.
Hey, dude.
Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist?
Hey.
I've never seen him make a mistake. Dad jokes!
Hey.
Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too... Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop! All of the children at the party boo at the glorious display of puns in unison.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers.
Hey.
Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kinda nice, isn't it? Feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid.
Oh.
We're happy to have you here, man. Think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot.
Oh.
Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all of the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. What is this face, Hugo? What is this face? I don't like this. This is uncomfortable. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dadbook? Dadbook?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it.
Ah.
Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beers our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. I'm probably right. Achievement unlocked. Welcome to the neighborhood. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? Wish I could have been playing Paranormal Ice Road Truckers. You and Daisy seemed like you were having a way better time than I was.
Hey.
Because we were.
Huh?
Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Alright, so I have Dadbooks.
Huh.
I have Dadbook, which means I can probably commit from here on out. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Cauliflower sucks. Fight me. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah. I'm going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Fuck off, Windows. Of course. Just keep me posted. And be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices.
Yeah?
Of course. And call me if you need anything.
Ah.
Dad, you're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that, and I will never do that. Okay. Do you have plans tonight? My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda. But I'll find something to do. I'm gonna work on some stuff, see how long I can sleep for, throw a party. I'm gonna work on some stuff. You know, dad stuff. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. What I wouldn't kill to have the fucking equipment to cook that right now. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Just like making baked Alaskas all day instead of any real food of nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind. And also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. There was just a lot of yelling. Hell's Kitchen. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey, kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. Me. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exasperating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house waiting for her to come back. Oh, Gavin Chapman is supposed to be Gordon Ramsay. Got it. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God, it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. What's up? Sweetie, thank God you're safe.
Aww.
Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket.
Huh.
Oh, whoops. Guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann.
Hmm?
Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew, and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops.
Huh?
Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I don't like your attitude. I have a right to be concerned. I was scared. See, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. The first option is what I mean when I say intentionally being a dick to your child because you feel like you're going to come off as a bad parent if you're honest. The honest answer is, I was scared. That is the honest answer. I was scared. You weren't responding, and it was just like when your dad... I have to stop myself from tearing up.
Whoa!
Oh, Dad. I didn't mean to. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just... please don't do that again. Yeah, especially in a situation like this. Like, if you are going through some shit, and something accidentally triggers you, like... that is serious. And be honest. Just be like, hey, you didn't respond, and it reminded me of the day that really bad thing happened. Just don't do it again. Just, like, keep me posted. That's all you have to say. Communication is everything with every human being. No matter if they are your child, no matter if they are your manager, no matter if they're just one of your friends from high school. Which, you know, what's a friend from high school, am I right? But, like, I don't know. I've been going for nearly 45 minutes. I need to get to the end of this chat. I need to get to another loading screen, and then I'll be done. I just like to do these things and make them feel complete. So, hold on. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda closed the door to her room, and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said kept echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. Okay. I'm going to save here. I'm going to save here, and that is going to be the end of this episode of Dream Daddy. Hopefully, I will be able to start committing to certain routes and certain dads in the next episode now that I have the whole dad book thing. I think that's what this part of the story is. It's like setting up the dad book mechanic. But either way, before I close this video, I want to talk about Binoid. Now, if y'all don't know what Binoid is a service that offers a wide range of THC, CBD, HHC products for your anxiety or sleep or whatever recreational needs that you need them for, or medical needs even. If you go ahead and use my link in the description and use code CSP at checkout, you can get 10% off your purchase and you can help support my channel. They have a great variety of products with a great variety of uses, and I really enjoy them. So, go ahead, use code CSP at checkout for 10% off, use my link in the description, and go get yourself a nice little bundle of things. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and comment down below. If you want to see more, if you have more games for me to play, you're free to go ahead and leave them in the description. If you would like to support me financially directly, you can use the Binoid link, or you can hit up my Cash App, which is also going to be linked in the description. If you want to follow me on social media, I am on usually most social media platforms as Dalton-CSP. All of the links to those are going to be in the description. The Twitter channel for the YouTube channel is going to be at CSP_official_YT. Link to that also in the description. Follow the Agony of Moon podcast on Twitch and subscribe to us on YouTube. We will be doing those every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. from now on. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Go ahead and check out all those things in the description. Go ahead and check out some of my content. And if you want to go ahead and click this video, that will be the first Dream Daddy episode to where you can start from then to here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and from the CSP, I am signing off.